Hi everybody, I'm Patrick.
And I'm James. We've been kind of lazy.
Really lazy.
As you noticed last week, we didn't really put anything out.
I was tired.
So
Sleepy.
I actually fell asleep and slept for a whole week.
Man, like Rip Van Winkle.
Sometimes you just need a little rest.
Well, I took 17 Ambien a day, and that's why I slept through the whole week. I don't have a problem.
Is that too many?
Who's to say who's too many?
I don't think so.
That's too many. Yes. Well, today we've got we're reviewing Jack the Giant Killer, the Asylum's version of Jack the Giant Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And shall I go ahead and read our summary?
Go ahead and knock it
to,
out of the park.
To paint the picture here, this is from our good friends at IMDb. A giant beanstalk brings Jack to a land in the clouds, filled with snarling evil beasts. When the creatures make their way to the ground, Jack must figure out how to get back down before they destroy the earth and everyone in it.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember him leaving and going to a different...
I remember him going up the beanstalk. Because
Right.
he gets to the top and he can look down and see the earth.
Right. But he's fighting on Earth, right?
Well, that's the thing that confused, well, one of many things that confused me about this movie is that the top of the beanstalk land looks just like where they filmed it on Earth.
Okay.
So you have these beautiful mountains and vistas and clouds and
Yeah.
streams, and it looks exactly the same as Beanstalk World.
Yeah. Now, I would say cinema-wise, the film looks good, just before all the added-in stuff.
Yes.
Uh,
I did look it up. They actually did film it in Wales and England and so forth.
Oh, okay.
James is right. It looks beautiful. They
Yeah.
filmed this on location, and what a location they picked.
yeah, the scenery was good. The some of the actors did pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some that kind of over dramatized.
Emoted. Yeah, it had some names, well, pseudo names. It had Ben Cross, who played Spock's father in the Star Trek reboot, and Jane March, who found fame in Color of Night with Bruce Willis.
Yes, I knew I seen her somewhere.
Yeah, you probably saw a lot of her in Color of
Yeah.
Night. You don't see nearly as much in this one. But you had some names attached to this film, and they spent money on it. The special effects look decent. But I challenge you, James, to answer this very simple question.
I'm ready.
What happens in this movie?
I know you spend about an hour and 20 some odd minutes watching something.
Right. I remember watching this, and the first 15, 20 minutes where they're setting up the whole Jack thing. He's living with his mother and her husband, his stepfather. And I'm thinking, wow, the Asylum spent some money. And I'm thinking, this may be my first 5 sloth film.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this is it. I finally hit it. Something's better than nonsense at the center of the earth. As time goes on, I'm reducing the number of sloths. Because I cannot figure out what in the world this movie's about.
That was me too. I feel like the story they started, well, it's going to be a father somewhere, the son and stepfather bumping heads.
Right.
But then at 180s to now we're talking about a lady or a little girl that disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go back to that other story.
Right.
But never stay on an actual storyline.
There's not a real narrative to follow.
Right.
You don't go from point A to point B, and you can tell how you got there, how your journey unfolds.
Correct. Now, see, I don't know if I'm watching too many, if it's the Asylum that's going to put me in the Asylum. Maybe it's well named.
Oh, yes.
Because it seems like the quality is going up for the majority. But, oh my goodness, the stories and...
I think they maybe get a location and some people, and then they try to figure out what the film's going to be about.
That's true, because...
Hey, we got enough money, let's go to England and Wales.
And that's probably the majority of the money. Let's go over there. And just the monsters or the giants,
The monsters look like dinosaurs.
They do, and it's not like him fighting most of the time. Most of the time they're just growling or whatever it is and running around.
Yeah. Now, James, I have to admit, this movie, the plot bewildered me, what plot there was. But there was one thing, if I recall correctly, at the beginning of the movie, Jack is living with his mother and stepfather, and this guy shows up. Now they're living remotely in the middle of nowhere,
Mm.
and this guy shows up with these beans, and he was instructed to deliver them on Jack's 18th birthday.
Right, which they look a lot like boiled peanuts.
Yes, yes. So there's a big fight. Jack gets the beans. Boom, beanstalk. He goes to
Stupid beans.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Beanstalk.
Mm.
Beanstalk land. He runs into his father,
Right.
who is shocked to see him. But didn't the father leave the beans for Jack?
How did this happen?
But you gave me the beans to get here.
Maybe in his time period, when he's on that separate plane,
Right.
maybe it's only been a few days. Maybe he
Maybe
thought,
so-
hey, this is going to be way later.
Oh,
What
he
are you
wasn't
doing?
expecting him so soon.
Because he did look younger compared to the other parents.
Well, and I'd see your point that maybe the time was different,
Mhm.
but
They didn't-
and a guy, you've got the father who's gone to Beanstalk Land and he's floating around in this floating thing, and he's
A
being
flying
chased,
castle.
a flying castle, being chased by dinosaurs, and he doesn't think it's within the realm of possibility that this kid's his son.
How does this happen? It doesn't make any
I
sense.
can stretch my imagination so far, but not that far.
That's right. Giants I can believe in, but whoa, hold on. I need a
Easy,
test.
Easy. How do I know you are who you
That's
are?
right. Well, whoa, let me make sure.
Oh,
You're redheaded.
yeah. Oh, okay.
But, yeah, now, it seemed like this was set in the 40s or 50s based on the vehicles.
It was a period piece.
And,
yeah.
the cameras, when the Beanstalk's first there, they've got these old video cameras out.
Mm-hmm.
But did you catch when they were in the city on that guy's property, in the background on that building, there's 2 security cameras, checking it out?
Anachronism in an asylum movie? I don't believe it.
Now, did you have a favorite scene in this movie? Could you
I
pick
knew
one
I
out?
knew this was going to come up, and I've been really thinking about what my favorite scene is.
You got one? Or you
My
still thinking
favorite
about it?
scene, I think, is the opening credits because the vistas, obviously the helicopter shots of the interior is beautiful. I was like, I'd like to live there. It's got streams and trees and hills and mountains, and that's beautiful. That's what hooked me. And then after that, it just slowly went.
Yeah.
And so that's it. How about you?
Me, I would say my favorite part, which this is where I can, decipher if it was a comedy or not, is when they are in the city and you have the army guy with the pipe. It's not lit, but he's always, and then the other guy, I guess, in command right underneath him.
You're right.
He was real loud the whole time.
It instills a sense of urgency.
It does.
Yeah. James, we're on a roll here. Another film with no random active nudity.
Nope. I'm really surprised.
Especially with Jane March in the movie. I mean, come on.
Because just being the B-rated movie that they are,
Mhm.
I would figure there would be more.
Throw a little Game of Thrones
Yeah.
action in there or something. Yeah, I guess they're going for the more family feel. It definitely was a kind of family-esque, something you sit down with the family on a Sunday afternoon when you have absolutely nothing else in the world to do.
The kids watch it, you take your nap.
Yeah, everybody wins on that one. This was not my first five sloth film.
No.
No, it was not.
You gonna go ahead and rank
I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump right in.
Rank it.
1.5. My lowest ranking yet. I preferred 500 Mile Per Hour Storm to this movie.
That's saying something.
That is saying something.
I'm going to give it a rating of 1 sloth.
Even lower.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 1.5 because the scenery, I can't hit on the scenery enough. And it's kind of cool that I like the floating castle.
Yeah.
And they tried to match the exterior with the interior, and they did pretty well with that.
Yeah.
That's about it. So, yeah, Jack, you killed this giant of a dud.
I would say, and I'm surprised. I figured the more publicity that they get, that everything would just go upwards.
Right.
The production, the stories.
They would hire a writer.
It says writer on all these, but
Well, that's true. They actually have credits for people who actually allegedly wrote this.
yeah, which I think brings us to the next movie we're going to review.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
You wanna,
We're going to go classic Asylum. We've done some recent things with the Asylum. We're
Mhm.
going to go old school Asylum. Snakes on a Train.
and I'm glad we're doing this because I want to jump back and see if the stories are better then,
Oh,
But-
scientific.
but not, maybe production wasn't up to what it is
Right,
now.
a lot more CG.
Yeah,
Keep it simple. You think Samuel L. Jackson's in this one?
I could only hope.
Man, I hope he says the line. We'll find out, won't we?
We will, and we'll let y'all know.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. So there you have it. That's our review of Jack the Giant Killer. It just killed my interest in this film. And we'll have a review for Snakes on a Train next week. Everybody have a very happy 4th of July, and we'll see you after the holidays.
Don't watch that movie.
Yeah, don't. Skip over it.
Any other one so far but that one.
Yeah, don't do that one. Okay. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.